You can see the lists of candidates here. You've probably just seen a couple of voters perusing the options, and then down here the ballot boxes, the election officials, all looking very normal and very peaceful. The officials here tell us that so far around 50 people have come to this particular polling station to vote this morning, and at the moment we understand that around 3 constituencies in Bangkok have had to cancel voting because of the protests. But out of a total of 33 constituencies, obviously that's a fairly small proportion, and in large parts of the capital, as well as the wider country, of course, voting is taking place.
What is the Prime Minister trying to achieve exactly by calling these early elections? What's the purpose of them? Because you've been telling us, and so has Jonathan, for weeks now, that she's going to sweep to power again. She's going to win, no problem.
Well, that's exactly why the government has called an election, of course. They want to reconfirm their mandate, and they know that were the election to be held and were all parties to contest it, they would almost certainly win. They swept to power in 2011 with around 48% of the vote. It is a significant majority that they command. Now, obviously, the protesters who we've seen out on the streets, as well as out blocking polling stations and ballot paper distribution centres, they accuse the government of being corrupt. They say it's trying to buy itself to power again, which is why they're trying to bring this election down. The question is, of course, how much impact can they have by attempting to disrupt the administration of the election in this way. They won't need to do that much, of course, before the whole election and its result is called into question. The government will need 95% of politicians to take their seats in Parliament to be able to form a government. So that gives you a sense that you won't need to call into question or to disrupt voting in that many constituencies. To ensure that there will be more political deadlock, the need to rerun some of those elections by holding by-elections, of course, in the weeks and months to come. And of course that's what the protesters are trying to do. They want to disrupt this election as much as they can, challenge the claimed legitimacy of this government, and they say attempt then to bring forward a series of reforms before another election can take place.